Hello guys, this is I'm back, first of all. Welcome to Blockception. Unfortunately, this is the rolled back Blockception, as you can see right here. Man, that's a terrible sight, losing all that. But yeah, if you've seen the announcement video, if you haven't, I'd recommend go watching that right now, because otherwise you'll have no clue what I'm talking about. But yeah, I've been at work trying to get this all back in order. I'm probably just going to go back and rewatch some of my videos and rebuild it off of that. But as you can see here, I'm working on turning all that into furnaces, and furnaces consume a lot of cobble. So what we're going to do today is go down right here, and we're going to start digging a 3x3 tunnel all the way down to, say, let's see, what are we on right now? I'm going to say around 30-ish is where I want to go to. I'm not 100% sure. I just want to make sure it's not in void fog territory, preferably, because I'm not always running Optifine. So I'm going to grab my TNT. I think I have like 40 or so. I would have had 3 stacks, but again, the damn world failed on me. I'm getting Skype messages. E17 is working on a logo for Blockception right now, which is good. Not many people on. I think a lot of people are not very happy about the rollback, as I'm not either, but you gotta move on, I guess. So, like I said in the announcement video, I'll be building all this stuff off camera again, and I'm just gonna get to work on the underground portion of my house, which is actually the main portion. I consider that area more of an entrance. Okay, so let's just start digging, and let's start talking. So I've got a lot to talk about. Firstly, I mostly talked over the whole loss of the world thing, and I really think the way we're handling it's probably the best way we could handle it. Not really sure what else we can do at this point. At one point we did consider just starting over for 1.3, but there was just too much to lose. So yeah, I'm pretty sure most people have heard all of that if they've watched the announcement video. So what else? Well, I've been on a trip, which is why I haven't been releasing ALPs lately. And I've been releasing Legendary. I noticed that's been getting a little more views than Hardcore Co-op, which is decent. It's still not getting many, but whatever. It's a sub-series. It just happens. You don't get a lot of views on those. God, this is going to get me killed, I'm sure of it. So, yeah, I've been putting that up, and we're going to get back on the regular LP schedule now. I'm going to be playing a lot of catch-up, doing a lot of, I don't know, different stuff on camera. And we'll be taking a break from our previous projects just because I need to finish some stuff to get back to them. Might go do some work on the World of Wonders, maybe, meantime, while I'm working on it off camera. Just because it's a lot I've got to get done and repair before I can get back to my stuff I was doing before. And that's a very large cave. What floor are we at now? Alright, that's not too bad. Let's see what to talk about here. Trip-wise, I've been over on the western part of the U.S. That was interesting. For the most part, it was fine. Being in Yellowstone for 2 days was not a fun time with, that's absolute rip-off. They have no internet at all, like cell phone reception, 3G, anything like that, anywhere at all. And except for their one lodge, and in this lodge they charge you $5 an hour for it, and I really consider that that's just bad. I mean, a park like that, like a national park, they should not be just scamming people like that. That's such a rip-off. They should not even be allowed to charge that much. If they have the Wi-Fi, it should be really public. I don't understand why that was like that. But yeah, that was kind of frustrating because I couldn't access any of my YouTube and everything while I was gone for a couple days there, and that was annoying me a lot. But aside from that, trip was okay. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to give tons of information out like that, even though it doesn't really matter. So, let's see. Other news. We've had some people, namely at the moment Nick, who he flat out has rage quit Minecraft for now after this loss of stuff, because he's just really pissed off. He lost everything pretty much because he hadn't started really doing any work until that month. He lost his nether tunnel, he lost his house, just none of his stuff is still there really. He lost a good 90% of his gear just in general, and that kind of sucks, but whatever, it's his call. I can't make that decision for him or anything. So hopefully he'll be back at some point, but as of now he's not. I had a little jump in subscribers today. I'm up to 59 now. I'm looking at maybe around 75 to 100. I might bring some more people on the server. Not completely sure yet, and still I wouldn't be able to do it in a contest format really. What I might start doing is, instead of having a formal contest, just if you are interested, send in an LP or something. I'm pretty adamantly looking for LPers at this point. I'm not really looking for so much people who are really good builders as I'm looking for LPers, because, I don't know, trying to get the server out, it benefits everyone, and I don't know, everyone kind of needs some publicity, and it's more fun if you have a lot of people recording, because then you get more ultra hardcore perspectives, and right now those are kind of boring just because there's so few perspectives to watch, and it kind of ruins part of the fun part of it. Is there an invisible block there? No. Alright. I'm getting some Skype messages that I need to answer really quick, so I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. I have dealt with people on Skype. So we have dug this tunnel down, and this is what we're going to fall down. I'll probably make this look pretty fancy. And at the bottom here, this is going to be our main hub for our base. Despite up there at the top, that is our warehouse type storage room. It's not our regular storage room. This one is more, I don't know, general access to stuff. Like stuff that we won't need that often would more go up there. I'm not really sure what'll go up there exactly, just stuff I don't really need down here. And my main base is going to be purely underground in tunnel style things, but it's going to be kind of open. Probably not like ridiculously open, like if you've seen Evan's base, for example, before his was destroyed horribly. It won't be like that. It'll be, and by destroyed horribly I mean, you know, with hackers and all. But if you've seen his base, probably a little less open than that. I'm not going to do like deep trenches and stuff that I don't need. I'm just, I don't know, not completely sure, but I want to have tight tunnels with speed potion dispensers a lot. That's my main goal with this base, is sort of a lot of networking. Like I can have minecart tracks set up to send supplies around my base, so I can send a lot of stuff to one area that I'm working on. So what I want to do is sort of have a modular minecart track system, like a quick, easy station I can build that maybe take me like 10-15 minutes or so once I get used to it, that I can quickly rebuild somewhere else and connect it to the system, and then I can bring resources over to that area easily. So from this one central hub where I'll store some storage minecarts with like redstone and stone in them and things like that, all of that I'll be able to call from one area or another based on where the station is. So what I'm doing here is just kind of roughing out an area, digging out a solid big area here, and this area is going to be the site of my main hub. That's really all I'm planning on doing today, just because I'm not really sure what to do. I'm kind of disoriented after the whole hack thing still. Alright, so let's break this. Oh god, darkness. Gotta make sure I keep this place well lit. The other reason I'm down here is because I need a lot of cobble, and this is really the best place to get it. So, I don't know, I'm gonna do a little bit of digging here. I'm gonna use up all this TNT, or a lot of it, digging this out. And then I'm gonna cut back in, and then we might do a little bit of caving as well. So I'll be back whenever we finish digging this out. Okay guys, so we are back. I've dug out most of the area and I marked it out. Currently this central room is 19 by 19. I might do a sort of rounded corners type look to it. Maybe like right here, right there, go like that. And give it a sort of, I don't know, a little less than squared off effect. I'm not completely sure on that or anything. I'm just kind of throwing around ideas here. Maybe like that. Any more cobble? Yeah, that's the main reason I came down here is cobble, and I have not gotten nearly enough. I don't know, I'll try some ideas out on the rounded corners just because I don't want a completely squared off room like that. And basically the plan here is for this to be a sort of central hub. And this is going to be pretty important. I'm not going to do my full storage room here as far as I know. However, I might do a smaller one. The plan for this, I don't really know. There's a lot to explain, not even sure where to start. Honestly, I'm not even sure what this is going to be. It actually might make more sense to make this a minecart station, honestly, but I want something here. Maybe, I don't know, a brewing room or something like that. But the goal with this whole base is the networking. So what I want to do is set up a sort of system where I can quickly expand it wherever I want to. That way, whenever I feel like moving my base out further or expanding it, I can just easily extend a couple minecart tracks to wherever I want the new area to be, and I can easily receive resources at that place. And I think that will be a very effective system that'll let me get resources quickly. And the main resources that I think I'm going to need off the top of my head are smooth stone, wood, maybe tools, redstone. Yeah, but I think I'm going to leave my ender chests in general unused when 1.3 comes out because I want to use them as an extra inventory for caving. So I'm not planning on using them as part of my main storage system. So I'm going to have to do this. Basically, my goal is if I could have 2 tracks, and then somehow with those 2 tracks, I could send a minecart down one track, that minecart would get sent back to me, and when it hit the end of the track, it would also go back to a central hub, and it would send me supplies. And that's my whole plan for it. I would like to figure out a system where I can use 2 tracks to send me some resources through chests. However, the issue I'm thinking of with this is if I only have 2 tracks, how do I differentiate between 2 chests? Here, I'm going to go caving a little bit while I do this so I'm not just walking idly in circles. Get some coal. But yeah, I need to figure out a way to differentiate between the different lines. There are ways I could do this easily with redstone and things like that, but I don't want to do that if I can avoid it. My whole goal with this system is to make it easily expandable, and adding any kind of redstone to it will just make it difficult to expand, assuming it's not like simple tileable redstone, which I can do quickly. I don't want to have to improvise and expand new systems because that will take too long and it will eliminate the point of the entire system. So this is kind of a different type of system because it's not really that complex. It's just the goal is to do it in a way that I can recreate it as quickly as possible anywhere I want to. So I'm going to start brainstorming ideas here. I want to figure out exactly how I can I don't know. I want to figure out how I can do this. Because I think if this idea works, it will be extremely interesting. I'm thinking... I'm not sure exactly how I could do this. Maybe sending more than one minecart. That's a possibility. Like have a detector rail, and every time a minecart passes over it, it counts up one. And depending on the count, after a certain amount of time, since a minecart has passed, like say, it'll wait a certain amount of time, probably like 3 to 4 seconds after a minecart has passed. And if another one doesn't hit, that will determine what it'll do. So say I wanted wood on 1 and tools on 2. Then sending one minecart and no other minecarts down the track. That one would go to the end, hit a detector rail, and then it would send me back a minecart full of wood. However, if I go and I put 2 minecarts on the track quickly after each other, and I send them like almost immediately after, and it goes all the way back down the track. Oh god, mouse glitching out, mouse glitching out. Oh god. It goes all... Okay, he's not going to kill me, it's not a big deal. But yeah, I want the thing to go down the track, and say you send 2 down really quickly, one would hit the detector rail, then another one would hit the detector rail, and this would send out a minecart for tools. So you could just repeat this process. Say you want tools and redstone, then you would send a grouping of 3, or you would want to send a grouping of 1, and then wait maybe 5 to 6 seconds. Maybe have a timer or something after you send it out, but that would also require some redstone, so I'd only do that in more established hubs. But maybe wait 5 seconds and then send 2 minecarts really close together. And then shortly after that, you would receive a wood and a tools chest in that order. So I'm thinking this idea has some promise. I might spend some time in a creative world working on this and trying to figure out a solid system for it. And if I do figure this out, I will most likely do a tutorial on the whole system, how I've got it all running, and how you build the stations. The other issue we have is sending back the minecarts, and that's the harder part in my opinion, because they're all coming down one track now. Say if you gave it a memory or something like that at there, so say 1 is gone, then it will send it back to 1 if 1 comes back. But if you take out multiple carts, that no longer works. So you need to figure out another system to kind of differentiate them. And I suppose the same system could be installed on the other side, but not really, it couldn't. So I'm not sure on that. If you got any suggestions, tell me, I'll keep thinking about it. Let's see, how could that work? So if you sent back 1 minecart, no matter what, and it's always a storage minecart, and a memory cell is really not effective unless you made it so it would send it back in the same order all the time. Say if you made it remember that first 1 left, then 2 left, then when it came back, it would be expecting 2 to come back first, because at the end of the track, that's how the minecarts would be positioned. So that system would work, I believe. I would have to do all the testing. It'd be a lot of getting timings right and all that. But I'm relatively sure this whole concept would work out very well. And I think it'd be a really cool system when it's done, which would allow me to call, I'd say, 5 to 6 different carts. And I can just have them cart 1 through 6 or something like that. And with this, if I need something specific, I can always just change a cart at the hub and then call it when I need it. And then I can also, I'll have spots where I can just probably tap into the system when I want to. Maybe have like a master cart line where I can send carts there from wherever if I just want to generally send some supplies over there. Ooh, dungeon. That could be helpful. What kind we got here? Ooh, awesome, Skelly. At level 34, that's really cool. I want this. I can definitely make use of that. That is right around the area where I would need it. Oh, oh, fuck. Ah, man. Damn it. That's really depressing. Ah, okay. So we could have used it, but that damn creeper came and ruined our day. Oh well. I don't really have a lot of uses for it anyway. I do have a zombie spawner up on the surface that Pengers discovered while pranking me. However, that video, I'm not intending on putting that prank video up just because it happened before the thing, and I've decided personally I'm not putting up any videos that I recorded before the rollback just because they essentially never happened at this point. So I don't see any reason to put them up. So, man, that sucked. Okay, so I think we've got this whole minecart system pretty much figured out. I definitely want to do some more work on this. Not really much else for me to talk about. I covered the rollback pretty well, especially mainly in my announcement video. And I don't really have a lot else to talk about. Not really, I don't want to tell any stories really. So I think I'm pretty much done here. I'm gonna keep caving and get a lot done caving wise. So I want to get a lot of resources and get my mob system pretty much finished up again. And I'm actually gonna hook that up now. So, I'm going to set it all up so it's actually good and it all deposits to one place. But in 1.3 we are going to be doing an AFK stream, or actually, yeah, probably an AFK stream, and I will be AFKing that a lot to get the TNT needed for this project. So I'll probably do a little caving montage here, just to fill a little space, but I'm not going to make it too long or anything. So if you don't want to watch caving, just stop here, and until next time, see ya.